woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Checked my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. Crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah! Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Checked my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah! Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna.
Good morning. Thank you guys for joining us today on a Thursday.
We
appreciate
Friday.
everybody who logged in nice and early to get all their social media check-ins.
Way to go, you guys.
Yeah, I see Jody Daly logged in super early, was ready to go, has
Good
all
job,
her
Jody.
social media stuff all on point. Way to
Logan,
go.
Martha, Stacey, Jean.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna have to put Jody in charge of attendance as a former teacher. check
Do
everyone's
that.
name off.
We need to talk to her actually about something.
Yeah? Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining us nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen.
And I apologize for my attire. I'm in athleta wear today because I will be in a dunk tank at CCAR today. Yeah, that's right. I don't know how this happens, but it happened. And so, the good sport that I am, I'll be in a dunk tank.
I need to hear more about this. So tell me, what time's this event start?
So it's the Realtor Expo today at CCAR from 10 a.m. till 2. I will not be there the whole entire time, but I am going to be there this morning. And sometime before noon, I think I'm in the dunk tank.
Okay. That sounds
It's for,
amazing to me.
the dunk tank will be for Tree Pack. Like all the funds
donations?
raised go to Tree Pack.
That's pretty good.
And I think it's $50 a throw. I'm not sure.
$50 a throw. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And is it at the CCAR building?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So if anyone has to make some donations to Tree Pack, great time.
It is a great
To be able
time
to do that.
and come and see all of our vendors, and there'll be booths set up. The Hamburger Man, that's why I'm really there. I love the Hamburger Man. We'll be there for lunch. It'll be fun.
Alrighty. Well, the first topic is going to be Zoom meeting with AcquistoRealEstate.com. We have a new link that people will be able to utilize, and we'll go over how that helps you as agents and how you can get in touch with the information.
Sweet.
Topic number 2 is going to be Yellowstone, the TV show, and how that's had a huge effect on Montana real estate. And we'll try to find some other parallels. So be thinking about that one.
Right? We had a client move from Texas to Montana.
Yeah. And then
For the
fractional
very-
home ownership. I'm not sure if we're going to get to that one, but if we do, then we will.
Okay. That's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. So we'll get to that.
Big
So those are the
discussion.
topics for this morning in that order, exactly like that.
Okay. Well, let's go.
All right. Zoom meeting with Acquisto Real Estate.
Zoom, zoom.
That's going to be available for you as an
Oh.
agent to use, yes. So we went through
exciting.
that, and we had several Zoom rooms set up, and we felt it was only appropriate that the agents all have one that you
yeah.
can use that is interchangeable, right? So there's one for everybody to use. Zoom meeting with AcquistoRealEstate.com.
Now, I will point out, I don't want this to take the place of an in-person meeting, right? Just because you have the Zoom. But it is there in the event that you have an out-of-town client, you need to do a consultation with them, you can hop on the Zoom.
Yeah, it was brought up by one of our agents who was like, hey, you have a nice, URL, and it's easy to remember and all those things, and it makes
Yeah.
it a little bit easier. So can we have one as well, right? So we came up with that one there.
Yeah, I think
and
that's
that'll
a
be
great
available
idea.
to all the agents to utilize whenever they need. And it's actually Stacey's Zoom room. So we have we have 3 paid accounts. And so it'll be separate there. So you guys can utilize that. Just notify Stacey. The credentials are in Vault. So you should have that in Vault all shared with you. So if you need to log in there, and then you can set the meeting up, and then you would just go ahead and host it through there. I might recommend, if it's your first time hosting a Zoom, that you log in advance and try it and test it and just make sure everything works. On your
that'd be a good
computer as
idea.
the host.
It's not hard, but if you don't know how to do it, you should definitely, give it a run through.
Yeah, just like the first time, right? Because it's different than logging in as a participant.
Yes.
So you'll have a couple of things possibly to install. So go ahead and do that in advance. Test it with your spouse possibly or somebody else and make sure everything works fine. But when you give that out, you just tell the other person to go to Zoom meeting with AcquistoRealEstate.com.
And that's it. That's super
And then
simple.
they will log right in and it'll let them in and you'll just hit accept and admit them to the room. You do have to admit them to the room. So they'll be up there waiting. And
That's
then
great.
there you go.
Thanks.
Okay,
Thanks
you
for
can
that.
record the meetings as well. So there's options on recording and downloading it and saving it and everything else. So you can give it to the client afterwards. I always
it's
do like
great.
to tell people it's getting recorded and and then send it to them after we're done. So I do think that that's an important step to go ahead and take for the clients so they don't have to like make notes and stuff. They can just refer back to that if they want.
I think it seems professional, and you know, maybe you also want to just save the link and be able to email that to them as well instead of just telling them. I mean, they might misspell something. I don't know. Well, good job. Thank you for that. It's great.
All right. And, verification codes. So, yeah, that might be a thing. So,
yeah,
check that out.
Be prepared.
And know that it is Stacey Zoom. So, if there is a verification code, it goes to Stacey. Okay. Yeah, I would imagine so.
So, just give her a heads up.
And we'll chat in that link again so everyone has it. Zoom meeting with AcquistoRealEstate.com. That'll be in the chat here. Okay. We'll have it all taken care of.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thanks,
anything needed, let us know. Yellowstone. Yellowstone, the TV show, and it has an effect on Montana real estate. We have an article that CNBC, a reputable news authority, recently published on it. So what we're going to do is pull that up.
Not the Weather Channel.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards. That's a future topic there. All right, so CNBC reports, and we'll chat this in for us. You guys have it here. But it pits lifelong Montana residents against wealthy newcomers.
Yeah.
So apparently there's a whole bunch of super uber wealthy people moving to Montana to live the rancher lifestyle in a very similar way that it is on the Montana on the Yellowstone TV show. So talk about this just a little bit, Shana, as Omkar takes us through this.
Well, you know, we had firsthand experience of this when, you know, the pandemic, when we were amidst the pandemic, we had a client that was supposed to go out of the country for vacation and they couldn't. So they took their family and decided, you know, we're going to go to Montana. We're just going to go to Montana. The Yellowstone TV series was out at the time. It had just, I think, been released.
Yep.
And we had not watched it.
Okay.
So our client went to Montana and, you know, started sending me pictures and then started sending me homes and said, do you watch the show Yellowstone? You know, and we're like, no. And Mike says, oh, he's totally going to buy there. I'm like, no.
Well, as soon as I saw the first couple of episodes, I'm like, oh, yeah. He totally has a bug for this.
And I think, you know, from our experience,
look at the picture.
Gone there, and
beautiful.
It's just breathtaking. It's beautiful. I think there's just a desire for space, and, you know, you just, during that time, I think, you know, there were a lot of pros and cons, but some of the pros is that people were able to get out and look up and really appreciate what's in front of you. And this is, I mean, it is gorgeous there, right? It's just absolutely beautiful. It's surrounded by mountains. Colorado, it's another place that's very, you know, it's beautiful there. But it's a lot more commercialized, I think, than Montana. You still have a lot of locals that live there. And just as we view people from other states coming here and kind of, you know, moving here and taking over, that's really the buzz around in Montana, that you have so many people moving here and they're taking up our land. What's going on? And I don't know that it's really, you know, it's affecting the longtime residents of Montana. I don't know that they're a big fan, but, you know, share, people. Share the land.
Well, there's just a huge demand, right?
Yeah, there is
a demand. And that's, in fact, the problem that it's creating. There's several things to do and a lot of good times to go there during the year.
A lot of outdoor life.
Yep. And people are doing all different types of things. I mean, just the scenery is amazing, and as it is in Wyoming as well. So we had user from Wyoming chat in as well that they have.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, that they have a person that's from the show Yellowstone, Marshall, as the Grand Marshal of their 4th of July parade. And there's a lot of people that are showing up as Yellowstone fans to her hometown in Wyoming. So,
wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So, there you go. That's pretty cool. So, you know, this, if you go back to that Omkar really quick, it was really interesting that this particular gentleman, I don't know if he's in real estate or it's in the Beartooth group, they take old ranches and restore them.
Yeah, let's zoom up to that
So
and take
I think,
a look here.
you know, we talk about rehabbing homes here. He's restoring ranches and, you know, and then sells them. So it's great. You know, and even here locally, you know, we've got some land listings right now coming up, and I think that even here locally, not everybody can, you know, move across the country to Montana. So, you know, just understand that there is a desire for that, and if people live in the city, and we've got these land listings around that are close to all the city amenities, keep them in mind.
So that's a plug for the upcoming listing in McKinney, the ranch. And you have a 7-acre working ranch with bees on it. So it can be a ranch because it has bees.
You can live on it. You can, you know, work on it. Amy also has one coming up in Whitesboro, which really isn't that far, but that's 37 acres. So, you know, maybe she calls this guy, maybe he wants to come to Texas and do a little restoration of this ranch and sell it. I don't know.
You never know.
Just a thought.
Yeah, it is interesting how people will do things like that. So, I mean, Amy, call this guy. Check the article here. We'll have that in the description. It's already there. And you guys can go ahead and take a look at this. But there you go.
Yeah, great.
That's pretty good. All right. So talk a little bit more about the one that you have coming up in McKinney, because I think that does play in here. And we're trying to talk about some different applications to this. And as you do that, I'll give everybody an opportunity to chat in and say if you have another opportunity right now that you can think of where real life had the same type of thing go on, where there was a TV show and it affected the real estate market in some way, shape, or form. Maybe in a negative way, like crime in an area or something else.
Or maybe selling Sunset.
Where a lot of people got into real estate because of that, maybe?
Yeah, you know, they have some beautiful listings, but the drama part of that show it's you know, kind of a, I don't know.
Is it manufactured?
I don't think I don't think it portrays real estate professionals properly, personally.
I do still have my man card. I won't watch shows like that, and Sean wouldn't even ask me to.
No, I
sit
wouldn't
down and
ask
watch
him,
that
but
one.
I watch it if you're, I don't know.
Just like whatever, but
Yeah.
that's not a show for men. No.
Okay.
All right, so back to the McKinney listing.
So back to the McKinney listing. It has been a home, an old farm home that they took down to the studs, rebuilt it into a beautiful, you know, modern farmhouse. And they have land. They have a big pond that's stocked with catfish. They have a small little accessory barn that you could office out of. There's a well, so you can pump your water and irrigate your land. And they have an ag exemption in place that can be taken over. And they do have bees in the back corner of the property. But it's really beautiful. It's so pretty. The house is positioned in a way that you can sit outside in the backyard and watch the sunset. The sunsets are just gorgeous. And, you know, across from them is a working farm that has, you know, goats and rescue horses, and it's just really nice. And then you're so close. There's a new retail development going in right across the street of 380 that's going to have Whole Foods and I think a similar look and feel to the Legacy West area. So right there, 7 acres. Enjoy like the country life, but don't sacrifice being close to all the city amenities. So
And on a larger scale, that's what Bozeman, Montana really is. Is it's a city, but then all the stuff around it that you have all the wide open spaces.
The majority of us, I think, except for a few, have been to Bozeman. So you understand it, and it's, you know, it's cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Well done, Shana.
All right, thanks.
Well, that's a wrap for us today. Well, that's a wrap for us today. I actually had on our run list, if you look up here, we did have Shana in the dunk tank as our second topic that I was going to put out there as a surprise for you. So Omkar has that one that he was going to have Shana in the dunk tank was going to come out. Yeah. And
that'll be tomorrow.
But you outed yourself. So, so well done. You just came clean with it right away.
Well, I want to explain why
on you.
Kind of,
Dunk
dressed
tanky.
as I am. Yeah. Dunk tanky, yeah. Dunk tank attire.
All right, so we did get some work done. You do have a new Zoom room you can use. Just let Stacey know.
Yeah.
And go see Shana and bring some money. Because apparently it's going to be expensive.
That's right.
Nothing cheap with the mama.
Nothing.
No, what? See ya. You ready?
Sure.
I guess just the Yellowstone one.
Is that it?
That's all. That'll be all, ma'am.
That'll be it.
You know, Omkar, I'm going to turn off.
It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. I know this'll be the day. Everything will be okay. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet 'cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah.